I think the partnerships that have grown throughout the past 3 years come down to the relationships at a local level and the time and effort that it takes to build those relationships and sustain them. And I don't think those are going to go away. I think that our principals, our district administrators are seeing the real difference by working together. And again, it takes the whole team to do that. I don't see those things dropping off. I see people out there that know the difference that it's made already and will continue to make. And I think that just going beyond putting a therapist in a school no longer is the desire. It's looking at how can we do comprehensive services for children and youth. And I think that that's something that without dollars, we're going to continue to see.
Teachers are so eager for this information, and at the end of the training they feel very competent in knowing what to do with students who may be exhibiting signs and symptoms of a developing mental health issue. So districts in our state who are not part of the grant are now beginning to come and ask, we want to deliver this to all of our teachers because we know that it is important. And so districts have contacted me to come and visit with them to talk about how they could implement youth mental health first aid for all of their teachers.
The one piece of advice that I will give to other states or communities, part of the AWARE grant, is to start thinking about sustainability. With us, we have this discretionary project called SENDNET that stands for Students with Emotional Behavioral Disabilities Network, and one of their goals is to help with Project AWARE continue the sustainability of the Youth Mental Health First Aid training program. So once Project AWARE grant is over, they are trained in different regions. They're getting their regional supervisors trained as instructors. That way they can continue on the trainings for youth mental health first aid within the school districts and the community.
We have a system set up where we know when students have been involved in the justice system from the night before, criminal justice system. So if a parent is abused in the home, the night before we'll get a call that certain students have been involved in something to do with the police and that we might want to keep an eye on that. The situation I'm thinking of was pretty extreme. Father used his second grade daughter as basically a human shield in a police shootout to stop. I mean, he did it to stop the shootout, and obviously it worked. Then he went on the run, and they did eventually capture him, and he is in prison. However, she had 4 other siblings that were in the school system also who had at some level witnessed this situation. And so because we got this contact from the police station and we have that relationship, we knew that that family was going to need some support and services, and we were able to connect them immediately with help for trauma.
I would love to share a story that one of our pilot site school districts shared with me about a particular student named Adam, and if you'll forgive me, I'd like to read it to you because it was so well written. Adam is an elementary student with failing grades. He is disrespectful to teachers and a frequent flyer to the principal's office for bullying and hitting other students. As you explore his history and hidden behavior, it's not what is wrong with Adam, but what has happened to Adam. For you see, Adam saw his younger sibling murdered in his home by a parent. The trauma-informed principal through AWARE, and with help from a school-based therapist, began to work with Adam. Adam began seeing the AWARE school-based therapist. His disciplinary visits to the office decreased, and other students started to play and socialize with Adam on the playground. He couldn't wait for his weekly visit to his therapist. Sometimes he would have to be called down in the hall by the principal because he would run to the therapist's office. You frequently saw the two of them high-five and fist-bumping in the hallway of the school. Adam learned positive coping strategies to deal with his PTSD through AWARE. His school became a protective factor for the isolation, despair for himself. His principal states he has become a different kid because of this school-based partnership.